Good day, everyone. Hope you're doing well. Today we have an article from HollywoodReporter.com, and it is titled Star Wars, What Will Inspire Obi-Wan Kenobi Series. So as you probably know, they're going to be starting a Obi-Wan Kenobi series starring Ewan McGregor on the Disney Plus streaming channel. And I personally am very happy about that. I would have loved to see a movie, but anything Obi-Wan Kenobi, I am happy about. So, anyways, it's dated August 17th, 2019, and, let's get into this. There were those who believed it would never happen, but as we know, only Siths deals in absolutes. Star Wars fans were able to check off another box off their wish list Thursday when the news of Obi-Wan Kenobi series on the streaming service Disney Plus. Long desired and rumored, the Obi-Wan project marks the third live-action Star Wars series on Disney Plus, following the announcement of The Mandalorian and the yet untitled Cassian Andor series. Ewan McGregor is set to reprise the role, originated by Alec Guinness in 1977 for the fourth time. Although the wise Jedi Master hasn't been seen in film since Revenge of the Sith, the gaps in Obi-Wan's history have already been filling in small screen within the canon series Star Wars The Clone Wars and Star Wars Rebels. And Star Wars novels and comics have woven together a relatively comprehensive narrative. But as we've come to learn with Star Wars, there's always more stories to be told. Short of a live-action adaptation of Kenobi's existing adventures in animation and on the page, what can we expect from Disney Plus series to explore? While details are scarce due to the series being in the early stages of development, it's presumed that McGregor's Obi-Wan reprisal will center on the character sometime after the events of Revenge of the Sith. It's not inconceivable to think that given the massive budgets that Disney Plus has acquired for the series, that we should see some de-aging effects done on McGregor in order to explore his early days as a Jedi apprentice, but exploring the Jedi's lost days and transition into a hermit on Tatooine seems more compelling both narrative and performance-wise. What would you rather see, him as an apprentice or his days after Revenge of the Sith? So what has Star Wars multimedia canon told us about Kenobi's days following Order 66? Well, as explored in the novel Ahsoka by Johnson, set 18 years before A New Hope, Kenobi spent much of his time meditating on the Force during his early days of exile, communing with the Force spirit of Qui-gon Jinn, who convinces him to let go of his attachments. Kenobi becomes a monk-like figure, keeping a distant eye on the young Luke Skywalker. While Luke's uncle Owen Lars forbade him from interacting with Luke, Kenobi kept a set of journals to impart on the young Skywalker for his future training. In these journals, the first of which is revealed in Jason Simone's Star Wars No. 7 from the Journals of Old Ben Kenobi, the last of his breed, Kenobi describes his battles with the growing threat of the gangster Jabba the Hutt, who was extorting denizens with a water tax during a drought. Jabba, suspecting it was Owen Lars who fought back against this mob, sent the Wookiee bounty hunter Black Krrsantan after him, leading Kenobi to defend Lars and ignite his lightsaber for the first time in years, as seen in Star Wars No. 20. Within these journal entries, set about a decade before A New Hope, Kenobi becomes something of a gunslinger figure. The series could easily take place within this time and follow Kenobi dealing with the growing crimes of Mos Eisley while struggling to keep his Jedi past concealed in a reworking of Unforgiven. There's an 8-year gap between Kenobi's battle against Black Krrsantan and his next appearance, 2 years before A New Hope, in the Star Wars Rebel episode Twin Suns. Darth Maul, who had returned during the Star Wars Clone Wars era, journeys to Tatooine to exact his revenge upon Kenobi. The episode marks the final battle between the two old foes, and Obi-Wan strikes Maul down and burns his body on a funeral pyre as a show of respect for the last remnant of his old life. There are perhaps few things as appealing for the Obi-Wan series as the possibility of seeing Kenobi and Maul battle once again. But does the canon permit a new story between the adversaries to be told? In the episode, Kenobi refers to Maul as his persistent foe. This could apply to the Clone Wars, but it's possible that Kenobi and Maul had another meeting, or several, in the 17 years between their last duel in the Clone Wars and their final battle in Rebels. We already know from Solo: A Star Wars Story that Maul resurfaced as the leader of Crimson Dawn 10 years before A New Hope. His ties to the crime syndicate and Kira are too significant of development within the Star Wars universe not to follow up on. While it's always been assumed that Kenobi spent all his time in exile on Tatooine, perhaps that isn't the case. The events of Kenobi's journals and Solo take place around the same time. It's plausible that Kenobi's disruption of Jabba's criminal operation attracted the attention of a larger crime syndicate run by Maul. Instead of the series simply being a Tatooine-set tale inspired by Unforgiven, Kenobi could travel off-world and dismantle Crimson Dawn. Essentially, he could see Obi-Wan take on the mob tale akin to the Untouchables. That not only gives fans a chance to see Kenobi and Maul battle in live action again, but also tie up loose ends in Solo. An Obi-Wan series that features Ewan McGregor, Emilia Clarke, and Sam Witwer as Darth Maul seems like the kind of duel of fates fans would jump to lightspeed in order to witness. So what do you think about this? I mean, again, I'm really happy about the Kenobi series going ahead. Are you? Would you rather a movie about it, or are you happy about a TV series? I mean, who knows how long the series will be? Probably 6-8 episodes, maybe 10. But again, would you rather see him before he's an apprentice, like as an apprentice? Or would you rather see him on Tatooine, those 18, 19 years? How would you like them to portray Kenobi in these series? Let me know in the comment section. I'm actually really interested to read the comments on this. And as always, take care and have an awesome day.